What is up, everybody? Donny Baker here with the LPR Sound Foundation. It's Friday. Oh, it's Friday the 13th as well. I don't know if some of y'all observe the 13th on a Friday, but there you go. There's a movie you could watch in case you're into it. Yeah, it's fun, man. Look, we have a good time. Hey, today, hey, all right. Well, first of all, uh, let me know if you got any questions, comments, or concerns. You can reach out and jump in the comments there. Ask me anything about anything. I am gonna run a little. I got a little thing I want to talk to you about. Um, you know what? I was looking around and I've never done this before. I think I did a YouTube video on it, but I don't think I like gave it to you guys. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to. I don't know. It might not even be something that you want to download. I don't know. I'll make it available. I'll send out an email to the list. You guys are on my list. You'll get it. If you're not on my list, you should get on my list. There's that. If you're not on my list, you don't even know that I'm here, and why are you even looking at me? So, because I just send out emails to the list going, hey, we're here today. So hey, Friday 3 o'clock, we go live every Friday 3 o'clock. That's what we do. I'm here to answer your questions, share a little bit of knowledge and wisdom with you, and basically just hang out with you for a half hour or so. And look, next week is December 20th. I know we're getting into the holiday season. Everybody's ramping up, and you're probably not looking at me now because you got other things to do. Maybe you're out there shopping or stuff, whatever. That's cool. But next week is December 20th. That's going to be the last live for the entire year. Next week. Yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of time off from the live. We're actually having, oh, it's crazy. We're actually gonna we're gonna have Christmas at my house next week, like 4 days before Christmas, because the boy is not gonna be around and whatever. Long story. So the boy going on taking a little they're going on a trip, so they're not gonna be here. So we're gonna have Christmas at our house next weekend. I'll still be here with you next week, though. We're gonna wrap up the year next week. We got a lot of changes coming up in January. I'm gonna be hitting y'all. I'll let you know about that next week. There's a lot of cool stuff that's coming up. This month one of the things that we're gonna be changing is the YouTube channels. Well, I'm not changing it. I'm just kind of adding to it. I'm adding another day, basically. I'm going to split it up into two playlists, one for business and one for tech stuff, like how to do things, how to use an EQ and how to mix, that kind of stuff. So we're going to mix that up so you get one of each every week instead of doing months. Like this year we were doing months, so like 1 month was all about how to mix records. The next month was all about how to do business or whatever, how to send an email. So there's that. So yeah, so next month, next year, we're going to be making some changes and adding some stuff. I'll talk to you about that a little more detail next week. I'll have more information about that next week. So but this week on the YouTube channel, we're talking about how to start a business. How to start your business in 2025 going forward. Do you do a DBA, an LLC? Well, actually, we're going to talk about that on the following week, but you get it. Should you start a business in 2025? That's the thing. That's what we're going to talk about next week. And the short answer to that is yeah, definitely. Even if you got a regular job, there are benefits, and we'll share that with you on YouTube this week on Monday. Of course, Tuesday. Don't really do anything on Tuesdays, do we? I sometimes throw shorts out on YouTube or TikTok or whatever on Tuesday. Sometimes, not all the time. I don't, going forward, it's going to change a little bit. We do have a schedule that we're going to talk about next week, but on Wednesday is the blog post. I don't know if y'all saw the blog post from this week. It was kind of funny, but anyway, so what I do want to talk to you about, I have a little presentation for you today. I want to talk to you about different roles in the studio, different roles in the audio business, different roles of basically where we work, where, what we do. So I'm gonna shift over to. Let me know if there's any questions. I see there's a couple of us here right now. Let me know if you have any questions before we get started on the presentation here. It should be really quick. I'm just gonna fly through it, and then I'm gonna make it available as a download later. Okay, so you guys be ready for that. So let me switch over to my screen share, I'm going to also take off this logo because it's kind of in the way. Take off the live badge. So what we're talking about is roles in the studio, okay? And this is actually from a course. This is actually from one of the courses, which is going to be then we're going to talk about that next week as well. The courses that are out there now are not going to be available anymore going forward in the new year. They're still there. What I'm doing is let me come back. I'll share with you real quick. What I'm kind of doing is combining everything into one. So you're going to get everything that's in this course and this course and this course all in one course, all in one inclusive package. It's going to be smaller, faster, more, it's just going to be better. Trust me. Okay. So instead of, having stuff in there that you don't really need to talk about, we're going to whittle it down to just the stuff that's important. Okay. And we're going to share that with you. So going forward, this is one of the things that was in one of the courses. And I'm sharing that with you today. So let's see. Let's define some roles in a recording studio. Who does what? That's what we're talking about. Look, there is some confusion about some of the roles, some of the jobs. And, a lot of the jobs overlap. A lot of the jobs, one guy does, like I do most of these myself. You know what I mean? So let's kind of discuss this and see what's involved. Okay, so as an intern or runner, you can get a job we've talked about this before, man. You can get a job in a recording studio as an intern or runner, that kind of thing. That's usually a student or somebody who's training. It's usually without pay. Sometimes there is pay if runner does pay a little bit. But you're going to learn by gaining work experience. Okay, you guys know what an intern is. I'm not giving you that. I'm not doing too much. Now, what a runner does, or a runner's responsibility, is exactly what it sounds like. You run, go get stuff. Okay, if the artist needs, if the client needs something, you go get it. Okay, an apprentice. Now, a little bit different than an intern. Usually, an apprentice has they're like a student who's in a school, and the school requires that you be an apprentice, and that you're usually paying for. Okay, a studio apprentice can be classified as an intern, but may prefer the term apprentice if they are paying to be in a program that includes studio time. Okay, so that's why we refer to these people as these persons as an apprentice. Okay, we're not going to expect you as an apprentice to come in and scrub the toilet and vacuum the hallway. No, because you're paying to be here. You're going to come in and you're gonna basically sit next to the engineer and learn how to do stuff. The receptionist, okay, shouldn't even have to explain this one, but that's a person who works at a studio who answers the phone, greets the clients, makes sure that they got everything they need. The receptionist is the front line. That's the first person that the client is going to see when they get in person to the studio. Okay, an assistant engineer. Okay, now this is actually a position. It's a paid position usually, and the assistant engineer is exactly what it sounds like. They assist the engineer. Okay. Usually if we have a full band in the studio, I do bring in an assistant. That's somebody to help me set up mics, run cables, set up sessions, etc., etc. Okay. That's usually what they are. Now the engineer. I make a great assistant engineer because I'm an engineer. Okay. I do assist sometimes if let's say that the client comes in and they bring their own engineer. I will be their assistant engineer. Okay, so because I know where stuff's at, I know where the cables are, the stands, that kind of thing. So as an engineer, the recording engineer, mixing engineer, mastering engineer, define engineer. An audio engineer, sound engineer, or terms are used interchangeably. Okay, generally it's the recording engineer, the audio engineer, sound engineer. A lot of times it's the same person that's doing the recording, the mixing, and the mastering. Okay. The recording engineer is the person who makes things sound awesome. They know what microphone to use, what preamp to use, if the compressor, EQ, that kind of stuff. That's the person that does that stuff. Okay. The studio technician. This is also me in the studio. The studio technician is the person who keeps things running. Make sure things are working properly. Make sure if things break, they fix it. That's what a studio technician does. The studio technician is also responsible for keeping everything working and working correctly in the studio. They might be good at repairing gear, repairing cables. I'm really good at understanding, this thing isn't working. This is why, and I can fix it. Okay. Musician and artist. This is something that I am not. I'm not a musician. I'm not an artist. Now, the musician or artist is the person the musician is the person who plays the instrument. The artist is the performer. Could be the singer, the actor, the dancer. It could also be a musician. They're actually crucial to the recording studio because without y'all, we got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? So the studio manager, again, one of the hats that I wear generally. Some of the larger studios may have a specific role that is just a studio manager, and that's all they do. They're not an engineer. They're not a technician. They're not you know what I'm saying? So the studio manager is pretty much responsible for booking the studio, controlling and administering all parts of the company or this organization. Okay, whether you're running a one-room outpost or bustling big city complex, studio managers are responsible for the smooth and profitable operation. They bring in the engineers, they bring in the assistants, they bring in the interns, they book the studio, they contact the clients, they work with labels, they work with the budgets of everyone. That's what a studio manager. You basically manage the studio. The studio owner, again, another hat that I wear all the time. Okay? Yeah, I'm the owner. I'm one of the owners here at ES Audio Recording Studios. While small studio owners may stay closely involved with the studio after setup, a lot of times the bigger studios, the owner isn't even there. They don't even go there. That's why they have a manager. The manager is there to run things for the owner, and the owner's just an owner. Okay. Producer, executive producer. Again, more hats that I wear here at ES Audio Recording Studio. Now, this is where it kind of gets confusing. Okay, because the next thing we're going to talk about is also called a producer. But let's not misunderstand the word producer and executive producer with someone who makes the beat, also known as a producer. Otherwise, could be known as a music producer. Okay, the record producer is the person who supervises the making of the entire recording. Okay, Quincy Jones, record producer. Stevie Wonder, record producer. Okay, Mark Ronson, record producer. Also, Mark Ronson he's a beat maker. He also is a recording engineer. He also is a mixing engineer. But this is what I'm saying, that if you're a producer, you're basically responsible for all things for the song. It's your job to make the song happen. Okay, as a beat maker, okay, as the name implies, the word beat maker refers to a producer or maker of the musical beats, particularly those in hip hop or the rap industry. Okay, a beat maker makes the beat. The producer makes the record happen. The beat maker makes the beat happen. So there you go. That's kind of there's another page to it, but that just explains if you want to look more information, go to learnprorecording.com. If you want to email me, there it is. Okay. info@learnprorecording.com. So that's pretty. This comes directly from one of our programs. I think it's the Advanced Audio Engineering program that also houses the part of the Audio Business Building Academy, which there's two of those, man. There's the Audio Business Building Academy, and then there's the Audio Business Building Academy. We call it the mini course or the quick course. I think I actually have a thing here. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in the chat for you. If you guys want more information about that, go to learnprorecording.com/ABBA Mini, ABBA Mini. We used to sell the full Audio Business Building Academy for I think $497. And then what we did is I said, you know what? I need to give this to everyone. So I'm just going to put it in the community. Okay. I'm going to put it we have a paid community, and we could talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but we have a paid membership, and the Audio Business Building Academy, the full academy is in the paid membership, which also comes with the community, which I think we've talked about. I think we talked a little bit about that last week on the live, but so with that, the Audio Business Building Academy Mini is $19, bro. I mean, come on. And that also gives you the opportunity to purchase or join the membership, which is again only $19 per month. Okay, let me throw that in there. It's $19 per month. So the course itself, which is a great course, it goes through a lot of stuff about how to build, grow, and scale your audio business into something that can definitely take over your day job. I mean, I'm living that proof right here. You know what I mean? You'll see on the sales pages a couple of my students that have gone on to quit their day jobs, and this is all they do for a living, and they're happy as crap that this is what they do for a living. You know, and it's all because they followed the steps here on the Audio Business Building Academy, which is exactly what it sounds like. Audio business building. Build your business in the audio world, man. I mean, come on, that's it. So that being said, some things are going to be changing in the membership as well. I try not to add too much to that because I don't want to overwhelm anyone. You know, I don't want you to get in there and go, "Oh my God, look at all this stuff. It's crazy. I don't know how to do it." That's not what it's for. It's for you to take advantage of at your leisure, you know, as you want to, you know. So what I'm thinking, and this is just don't quote me on this. I'm not promising anything. We have the Audio Business Building Academy, which is already in the membership, the full. We have an introduction to audio engineering course, which we used to sell for $197. We have an advanced audio engineering course, which again we sold for $197. I'm thinking of just putting those two courses in the membership. Now, again, I don't want to overwhelm everyone. So don't think, oh my God, I get in there's just too much stuff to have to deal with. That's not what it is. Okay. If you feel like it's too much, don't even look at it. Don't even open it. That's fine. But that's part of what I'm thinking of doing for going forward into 2025 is adding that stuff to that. Now, the new system that I'm implementing is going to have some of those elements in it. I'm going to update a lot of stuff's got to get updated, and that's the thing. Rather than go through and pick and choose little pieces and parts of the original course to update, I'm just going to probably update everything. Okay, and I'm adding everything to one course, and it's still not going to be that expensive. Okay, not that I don't really need to make a bunch of money selling courses. That's not what I'm doing. My focus is on helping you through the lives, through the YouTube channel, through one-on-one coaching, whether it's remotely or in the studio. And there's those things as well where you can come into the studio and sit next to me, and I coach you and I mentor you live while we're, I work with you while we're doing that. And that's going to be one of the bigger things going forward. I'm cutting that down because I had 3 different versions of that thing, and it got confusing for me as well. You know, it's like, oh man, did this guy join the basic, the intro audio engineering course, or was he in the advanced? I forget what program was he in. Did I send the thing? Did I send the right email to the right person? Oh my goodness, it got crazy for a second. So I'm simplifying my life, which in turn is going to simplify your life. So going forward, man, next year, I'm excited for next year. I've already been working on it. Everything's going to transition over at the end of January. All throughout January, everything's going to transition over. You all that are in the intro or advanced audio engineering, or in the Audio Business Building Academy, you will get the new stuff. Okay, you're going to be handed the new stuff for free. Okay, I'm going to give you the new course for free as well. So don't worry about that. All right, you're still part of the family here. You've already come over, so you're already part of the family. Going forward, new students, you're going to be the old programs will only be available in the membership. You'll have to come over to the new program, which we're calling, I forgot what he's calling it. It's going to be, I got it right here. Hang on. Don't hate. Don't hate me. I got it right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Products. It is going to be the Audio Engineering and Business Building Academy. Audio Engineering and Business Building Academy. We're going to take you through the intro. We're going to take you through the advanced stuff. We're going to also take you through the audio business building stuff. So by the end of that program, and if you do choose, look, it's a DIY. If you just buy the course, run it on your own. The important part is whether you get the coaching. There's a 8-week coaching, 8-week. There's some bonuses in there. Don't worry about it. But it's an 8-week coaching program where you and I get together once a week, whether it's remotely or whether it's in the studio, and we work together, and we work together through the program. All right. By the end of the 8, we'll say 10 weeks. By the end of the 10 weeks, you should be ready to quit your day job. You should be ready to quit your day job. I know it's scary. That's scary as f to do that. But honestly, it's the best decision I've ever made, and I would never go back and do it again. I would never. I don't think I could ever go back and be an employee again, wherever, even if it is at a studio. I really don't think I can go back and be an employee. I just don't think it's one of those things that I could do. So, any questions, comments, or concerns? Anyone? I see that I'm the only person here watching myself. I always watch myself on YouTube just to make sure that it's there. I don't listen to it. I just watch. I don't know if y'all know this, man, but YouTube is delayed by like 16 seconds. So it's really weird seeing myself on YouTube. It's funny. It's kind of meta. But anyway, so going forth, January, a lot of changes coming. I will in the next few weeks, I'm going to be talking to you about that through email and through the lives here. Like I said, next Friday is our last live for the year. But again, we'll be jumping back in January. And that's another thing too, is we've kind of, with these live things, we've had to move it around a lot. I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to try to do Friday 3 o'clock, every Friday 3 o'clock. So that's going to be the normal going forward. The only thing that will cause any wrinkle in that is if I'm booked for a studio session. And then maybe what I could do is just run a pre-recorded. I could just run a pre-recorded something, you know. If I know that I'm not going to be available for live, maybe I'll run a pre-recorded thing, okay, an automated thing. So we'll work that out. Not a big deal. I'm all about it. You know, I'm all about helping you out. I'm all about helping to make sure you have what you need to go forth and quit your damn day job, because this is where you want to be. What else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, shoot. The basics of the basic signal flow course, which is free, dude. I mean, why are there only 6 people that have done it? It's 100% free. Doesn't cost you anything. You do that and it makes you eligible to join the membership. We only open the membership 2 times per year. Once in November, which you just missed, and then once again in May. If you can wait till spring, cool. If not, this will help you. This will allow you to be eligible. We only open it 2 times per year for 5 days. If you miss that window, the only way to get in is to take a free course. Again, it doesn't cost you anything, but you got to go do the course. So I think this is the right button. I'm going to press the button. We'll see. Yes, it is. There it is. learnprorecording.com/basics. We'll get you the free course about the signal flow basics. I mean, this entire job that we do is completely 100% about signal flow. That's your signal going from point A to point B and so on. This entire job that's all it is. It sounds really simple because it is simple. Stop making stuff complicated. It's really simple. I've just given you a course, a mini course. It'd take you 2 hours to go through that course, you know? But by the time you get to the end of that, you're going to have a better understanding about how signal gets from point A to point B. You're also going to understand patch bays. You're also going to understand the different ways to mix, whether you mix in the box, whether you mix hybrid, or whether you mix strictly analog. There's just a ton of information in there. And like I said, it's free. All you got to do is what you're trading for a free course, which again, we used to sell. What you're trading is your email address. And then if you don't want to get emails from me, opt out. I mean, seriously, go get the free course. Even if you don't come hang out with me, man, that's cool. But I'm only here to help. I'm only here to help you grow. I'm only here to help you build and be better. You know, be a better you. Again, quit that day job. Let's go. I think got somebody else hanging out with me. I wonder who that is, and if she wants to leave a comment, I could put it up on the screen for you, because she always does that. Yeah, we're like I said, man. Christmas is gonna be a little weird at my house. It's coming a week early, but that's fine. It's actually only 4 days early. It's not that bad. So we'll deal with it, you know. But we're just getting rid of the just today is the transition from Thanksgiving to Christmas. So there's that. As far as decorating goes, we haven't had turkey sitting on the table for that many days. But this is what we do, bro. This is how we do it. So yeah, look, December in the studio is always kind of it's a little bit slower. I'll be honest with you. But we have this one client, man. He books every New Year's Eve. I think this is like the 9th year, 10th year he's done it. And it's cool, man. He's a cool guy. His band's really cool. They come in and they book a 6-hour session. They come in and they do a song, man. And that's kind of their tradition for New Year's Eve, and it's become my tradition for New Year's Eve to record with this band. And it's just a lot of fun, man. And I gotta appreciate that guy for the consistency, man. And it's becoming a tradition. We might not be able to stop doing it. So there's that, man. But yeah, look, the end of the year is always fun. We get to reflect back on what we've done, and we get to look forward on what we're gonna do. And that's a great time. So next week, I forget what I wrote. I think I wrote down what we're gonna talk about next week. Next week, which is the 20th, we're going to what are we gonna do? We're gonna do a sneak peek into what's coming for the new year. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look forward. Rather than look behind us, we're gonna look forward into what's coming up. So this will be the final opportunity of 2024 to bring forth your questions and ask whatever. This is why I go live, man. It's for you to ask anything about anything. I'm here to help. I'm just here to help, man. It doesn't have to be questions about this stuff. It could be questions about anything. Like what's my favorite microphone? What's my favorite EQ? Oh, we got a thing coming up on I got a thing I want to do for social media stuff for next week. I think it'll be fun. I'm gonna take pictures of knobs. I'm gonna take a close-up picture of a knob, and I'm gonna ask you to identify the piece of equipment. Just one knob, okay, one little thing, and I'm gonna ask you to identify. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun thing to do. Close out the year on a fun thing, man. I'm not trying to. Don't care. Don't care. It doesn't matter, man. No, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun little thing to do on social media for the week. So look forward to that. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, or you don't follow the studio on Instagram, please do. Go to ES Audio Recording Studios on Instagram. I don't know that we have a TikTok. I think the studio's a TikTok. I'll throw it out. I'll see. But anyway, we'll see what's coming up. Got a couple minutes left. If anybody's got any questions, I'm still here. I try not to keep you too long, 30 minutes. I do respect your time. I respect everybody's, I know everybody's busy. I know it's a Friday. You're probably out there last minute Christmas shopping kind of vibe. Well, not really this week, but next week for sure. You'll be out there last minute Christmas shopping. Oh, you know what? This is the first year, the boy is not going to be here for actually Christmas. The boy and I have always had since he was about, I think 3 or 4 years old, man, we've had a thing where, he and I would go play golf. And what we did, man, is we would go shopping on December 24th. Every year, he and I would go shopping for his mom. And, and we go get the gifts for mom. And, that was kind of fun. It turned into a thing where mom just got so disappointed with, with the gifts we were getting that she would literally give us a list, and on the list was like what store, what color thing, what size she wears, and if there were any coupons involved, she would make sure we had coupons. It was cool. And then the boy and I would come back to the studio, and we'd wrap the gifts and fill out the cards. It was just a good time, man, for the boy. This is the first year in a long time since we're not going to be doing that this year. So I'm going to miss it. It's going to be fun. But we'll have to find a new tradition that doesn't involve shopping on Christmas Eve. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, bro, but It's painful. No, the boy and I would, we go out, have lunch, and, day drink, and then come back and wrap gifts. So it was fun, dude. Yeah, we're gonna miss out on that this year. Oh, the boy's got a trip. He's taking a trip with he's taking a trip. So I don't want to give too much of that away. I don't need to do that. But so yeah, we're gonna miss it, man. It's gonna be cool. But next week we'll hang out. It'll be the last one of the year. So maybe we'll give some stuff away. We got some stuff to give away. I got some cool stuff. I got some cool stuff. So I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm actually gonna start promoting that tomorrow, Monday. I'm gonna start promoting this. I'm gonna send an email out every day. I want people to show up. There's been one person that hung out here, didn't even ask a question. One other person showed up and then they left. I could see how many people are here. That's cool. But so I'm gonna give some stuff away. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got beanies, and I got one big gift I'm gonna give away next week. How about a brand new set of headphones? I got some headphones here that we haven't opened yet. I'm gonna gift them to somebody next week. So y'all get ready for that, especially if you're watching the replay right now. Put it on your calendar. December 20th, 3 p.m. Be here. I'm giving stuff away. All right. Again, my name is Donny Baker, and I'm gonna get up out of here, and we will see you next Friday. Well, I'll see you Monday on the regular YouTube channel where we're talking about whether you should start a business in 2025 or not. The short answer is yeah, definitely. And then Wednesday on the blog post, and then Friday on the live. I'll see you then. My name's Donny Baker, and I'm out of here. Peace.